Hi there, Rene Jorgensen here from Coinvance. In this video, I'm going to talk about value investing in crypto, how you find bargain crypto coins or new upcoming crypto coins that's going to give you the biggest gains possible, right? Because this is really what we want. We all know the price of Bitcoin. We know the price of Solana. We know the price of some of these blue chip large cap coins, and we can get in, get a piece. But we can't get a full one, right? So we're really wondering, are there anything small out there that's up and coming and that can give us the 10, 20, 30x that we hear about? Because some coins actually do 50x, some even do 100x. Last bull run, Solana did more than 200x. So this is possible. And of course, when we hear these stories, that's what we all want, right? We all want to hit that jackpot and strike lucky, right? So what's the process? How do we find these crypto gem that's going to give us the 20, 30, 50 to 100x? How do we find them? That's the real question. And this is what I'm going to answer in this video, but I'm not only going to answer it, I'm also going to show you. So that's why we're on Loom here, because I'm actually going to go through this process screen by screen and actually show you how the process works. So you can actually do this research yourself, because this is a process of research. It's not about hearing somebody drop a coin on the internet, some PR for some coin that might not work anyways, but they just have a lot of money for marketing and PR. Or it might be a YouTube video, somebody's dropping it because they're investing in it, they're pumping it or whatever. You know, this takes research, right? You really actually have to know if this is a good project and if this makes sense, right? So let's start. Let's start on Gecko. So that's really kind of my favorite. That's what I use. I like to use Gecko, and we're actually in one of this is my short-term portfolio. And what we're in here, you can see some of the coins in here. So this these are actually my coins. This is one of I have different accounts, different funds and different portfolio, but this is one of them. This is where I kind of mix up mid-large caps, and then I go into small cap. So I'll show you here. Obviously, you can see Solana. Solana, I bought at $8. It was $8-9 at the dip. We had a new all-time low Bitcoin in October of 22. And if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll understand that I promote the idea of buying the dip. You know, sit on some dry powder, and you missed this one. But the next dip, likely after the bear market 26, so it might be in 27, you want to really buy as much as you can there cheap. Solana might go down again. It's never going to hit $8-9 again, but it might go down to 20, 30, 40. I don't know. But yeah, this is the opportunities, right? This is where you want to go, right? Also, you see Say. So Solana is already at 184, and we have a pretty large market cap, right? So we're here told about the market cap, 81 billion. That's quite big. But if you look at a new coin like Say is a new project. It's promising. It promises to be faster than anybody else, faster than Solana. So it is what we call you could call a Solana killer, right? And you see it's under $1, and it has a $2 billion market cap, right? So this is a little bit more of a coin that can actually grow faster, because Solana has really had a good run again this time, right? It's done 10, almost 14, 15x already from 8-9. But it's still going to go high though. Solana is a really good project, right? So and it's getting a lot of publicity. So, but there are also newer things such as Archblock. It's a very promising project. I bought it really early. I think it was about 20 cents. It's not 190, and you can see it has a smaller market cap. So coins that have smaller market caps, they have more room to grow. So this is why we talk about large cap, we talk about mid cap, and then we talk about small cap crypto. Small cap crypto, they're new. They have a small market cap, but that means they have room to grow. Like this market cap can explode, right? And that's really where the big gains are, right? A coin that already has a big market cap, you know, Bitcoin, Solana. Okay, so Bitcoin is going to do maybe a 2, 3, maximum of 5x, right? So Bitcoin is not going to do 20x, right? Because it's already a large market capitalization. It can't, I mean, there's a limit, right? Okay, crypto is going to go from 1 trillion to maybe 10 trillion, but it's not going to, you know, it's not going to expand bigger than the universe, right? So there are limits to the market size and the market cap, right? Also, you can see here Arbitrum. is also what we call Solana killer. It's also a prospect, right? So I think you want to be, but it already has a larger market cap, right? Which is where Archblog is more interesting because you got a smaller cap here. We're at 4 billion with Arbitron. Obviously, Avalanche, 20 billion, very large. But here, if you were getting in early here, let's see. So this CoinGecko will actually tell us. It will tell us a lot of things here. We can do a max here. So we were at where Avalanche was at last bull run, it was at 115, and obviously because it was really a great coin in the last bull run, we kind of know it's a good project. We heard a lot about it. You can look into what the project does. It's a very good project, right? It's also a competitor to Solana. It's a competitor to Ethereum also. But then you can see during the bear market, we are all the way down to 10, 9, here 9.15, right? 9, 9.11. So you could have bought it at 9. Same thing with Solana, right? That's really the strategy here for the next bull run. This is what you got to set yourself up for the next bull run, right? So that's the thinking here. So this is one way to buy cheap. You can buy during the bull market, the bear market and accumulation phase. You can buy cheap, right? And so the way to do it here is that now I'm just going to change 1 second. I will change the screen here. The way to do this is to look into what are in the last bull run, we know Ethereum was big. You had Bitcoin. Bitcoin follows Ethereum. Then you know who's going to follow Ethereum. So basically what you just do is you Google Ethereum killers 24. And so here you got Solana. Obviously, we all know Solana is really the contender now. Solana is really good. You got Polkadot and we got Avalanche, right? So that's how you know what to have bought in this cycle. Now we're a little bit late, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to keep up. But what we can do now is that you can Google Solana killers, right? So here's an analyst that names new altcoins as Solana killers that could do 300%, right? So let's go down and see who we got here. This is the research you need to do. You can do it now, and you also need to do it setting you up for the next. So here we have Arbitrum and we have Say, right? So you saw those two coins were in my portfolio because I knew this already. I already did the research. I got in early on these new coins, Arbitrum, Say, because a lot of people said these are potential challengers to Solana, and obviously we know where Solana is going. So you want to get in early. You want to buy the next Solana, the new Solana at under $1, right? Because right now Solana is very expensive, right? So this is one strategy and one way to buy really value coins, value crypto. This is a one way to do value investing in crypto. So then another way to do value investing, to find really great coins, to find bargains, is to look at what are the market trends within crypto, right? So if again, CoinGecko, you can search here. Here I asked what were the crypto narratives. So basically, like anything's popular narrative, even in the stock market right now, everybody's talking about AI. And of course, that's the same. That narrative then also spills over into crypto. And so you can see here in 2023, AI, GameFi, and meme coins. Okay, let's forget about meme coins. There, it's really pump and dump. I wouldn't recommend. But AI and GameFi. So I am also quite invested in GameFi, but I think let's just start with the category number 1 because we all understand that AI is a narrative that's everywhere. It's a big trend. It's changing the world right now, and that's what everybody's talking about. So what we can do here in CoinGecko, you got to go on CoinGecko.com, right? We can go into cryptocurrencies, and then CoinGecko will tell us categories. We click on categories, and now we have some of the crypto categories here. And then what we're doing here is that we can go down. We can see layer 1, smart contract, okay. NFTs, we got all kinds of stuff here. So what we're looking for was, here we have GameFi, but let's do artificial intelligence. So we know that this is 2023. It was the #1 narrative within crypto. And today, 2024, everybody's talking about AI, right? So it tells us this is really a trend. This is really what's happening in the world right now, right? So why not? Let's invest in the trend. But of course, yes, again, you are hearing this video in 2024, maybe in April, May, or you're hearing it at the end of 24. But at least here we are right now in March. Render. I bought Render at $1 and $2. I think that was the time to get in. If you got in early on Render, right? If you're in the market and you're following what's going on during the bear market and during the accumulation phase, then you will hear what are the new promising project. There'll be a lot of discussion. You can find online. You can find it on Twitter. Twitter is a good place to look for news, but also you can look on YouTube, and then you will know what to invest in for the coming bull market, right? So right now, yes, you can still get in. We've got 11.27 for Render. And you can see the market cap is 4 billion. So the question is really, how high can this go? How high can Render go? That's the question, right? It's already 11. Can it do a 2, 3, 4, maybe a 5x? Yes, that's probably possible. That's probably likely. Let's say it gets to $30, $40. It's not gonna outpace Solana, right? So it's not gonna, it's too new. I think the coin is too new. So it's gonna do 2, 3, maybe 4, 5x. So what do? We also have Fetch AI here. That was under $1. I bought that under $1. Another good project, 3 billion. So again, how high can Fetch AI go? That's again a question. It can do maybe a 5, 6, 7, maybe a 10x. I'm not sure. That's difficult to know, but you're not going to get a 20, 30, 50x from either Render or Fetch AI. That is considered by many as being unlikely, right? So what you need to do is, we have here the ratings, the number, this is the number, the rating of the coin, right? So what we do is we try to go down the list. We have here IAS Network, which is still under $1. That's actually, you can see yellow star. That means I'm invested in that. That's in my portfolio. I actually got in here very early. That was like 11 cents. When I got in, because this was a project people were talking about, and you see again, it's got 900 million. It's under $1 billion, so that's a mid-sized market cap. Right? Also, Ocean Protocol is good, 150. You can get in now before this one is going to go to $4 or $5 quite quickly, I think, because that is another protocol. It's a decentralized, a DePIN. It's got AI. It's got a lot in there that's very interesting. So this project is going to go high as well. You can get in now, but again, if you see this video in 6 months, it might be too late. So then we need to go down the list. So we have here Pal AI. Actually, that one I just bought. I just got in on that one. I think it's an interesting, let's see where we're going. So 3 months. What you want to see? You don't want to see pump and dump, right? You don't want to see a God candle that goes straight up, because then you know it's going to go. What you want to see is a kind of a gradual. We have, okay, so from February till today, so the last month and a half, this coin, Pal AI, has been on the move, right? It's a steady climb. It climbs gradually, steadily, and over time. This is what you want to see. So this is a coin I just got into. We're still under $1, right? So definitely I would recommend considering that. Then also, here's another one, 37 cents. We've got 335 million market cap. That's another promising well. And here, Delusium, AGI, you can see I'm in that one as well. It's under 50 cents. It's 44 cents. And we've got 200, it's under 300 million market cap. That's another project I'm in. I recommend that as well. If you don't see this, it's not financial advice again, right? This is educational. But so this is another thing I would recommend if you want to get in early here. These are still good projects. Then let's see. Okay, here's interesting. So this is what I wanted to show you. Clore AI, you can see this is in my portfolio as well. What we have here is we're at 30 cents and we have a 95 million market cap. So we're under 100 million. This is where it gets interesting, right? Like low, small cap coins that are just starting out. These projects become very interesting because there's a lot of growth potential, right? If you have a really good project, you're way under $1, right? You can get more than three for $1 here, right? So if you put in $100, you've got a nice little bag here of Clore AI, and you've got a fairly small market cap under 100 million. So there's room to grow. So this is really a project that if we look into it, we can see, does this really have potential or not? So yeah, let's look into this project, Clore AI. So now let's look into Clore AI. So what we've got here, we're on the website, right? So we just Googled it, Clore AI, and it says distributed supercomputer that fits your needs. Rent a server, right? So basically it says access GPU computing nodes from community members all over the world. So if you read a little bit about the news, what's going on here with the computer chips, the AI chips, and you have OpenAI Sam Altman. He had this big plan. Was it the $9 trillion to produce chips? And basically, what we need here, we have a need for chips and we have a need for GPU computing power, because AI is really going to be driving the new change in the world, all new business, everything we do, but it needs a lot of computing power. So how are we going to get it? Are we going Is Sam Altman gonna raise 9 trillion? I don't know. Maybe in a bull market. I don't know who has that kind of money. But then what are the other solutions? How do we get access to the computing power we need for AI? And here's a really good solution. This is actually people to people, P2P. This is people renting out their computers and their computing power, right? They're renting that out to other people, and thereby you can do AI training. You can do AI on renting extra computer power from other people, people to people. So this is really actually, I think that's a great idea. It's a great solution. Instead of raising the 7 trillion, we can actually use the computers that are already there, right? So let's look at the website. Why us? Low prices, bonus. There's a lot of stuff here. Let's check out the website. So we've got 21,000 video cards. We've got 4,500 machines. So the projects are, this seems like there's actually some activities here. There's actually stuff going on. They have a lot of machines. They have a lot of people signed up already. Here we go. More about how it works. So this seems pretty good. Honest launch. Okay, so this is a thing about when a project launches, they can, pump and dump. The investors can just pump and dump it, and that's not something you want to see. So an honest launch is very good for a project. It creates a sustainable growth for the. Here you can see where you can buy ChlorAI, MEXC, Gate.io, etc. Here are the pricing. Okay, roadmap. They've reached all their milestones here. So this looks good. Featured Bloomberg everywhere. Yes, so this is good. And here we go. So this looks pretty good, I would say. And let's look at their Twitter feed. So we're ChlorAI on Twitter because this is really where most people are. You can see there's activity here. Okay, so this is pinned, but we do have March 24. This means that the project's still alive, right? So if you have if this was the news point, this is a pin post. If this was their last post, that would mean maybe the project is not alive anymore. But we do have 24,000 followers. It looks pretty good. This is alive. They're posting. They're doing stuff here. There's something happening. This looks pretty good. There's something happening at least. Then let's go to YouTube. Let's put in ChlorAI on YouTube. Is this something people are talking about? Because it's not enough to have a good project. You might have good investors. You can also research what are the investors here in this project. If they have good investors, that actually means they have money. But you also need hype, right? You need people to talk about it. You need people to fall in love with it. And some projects you'll see, they throw a lot of money on PR and they have fake PR, like a fintech startup that wants to be it's something unrealistic, right? You see, so we need to have a community support. We need to have people that actually believe in this project, right? And so you can see here, ChlorAI, it says it might be the new render killer. So this is interesting, right? So is ChlorAI, could it compete with Render? So Render is $11, and here you got 30 cents for a potential competitor. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for something because Render is expensive now. So we're looking for something that has the same kind of potential, but that we can buy cheap, right? We want to buy Solana at under $1, right? That's the goal, right? So Render 11, here ChlorAI 30 cents, right? So that's a great deal, right? So, and there's plenty of stuff up here. The next 50x, again, comparing it to Render to ChlorAI, and we're talking about the next 50x, right? So this looks actually really, 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 really good. So this is, as you can see, this is the reason I am personally invested in this project. But now I hope I've shown you the process, like how do you determine which project might be promising and which project should you invest in. That's something you need to do your own research, but I've just shown you one way to actually do this research, right? To find gems in this way when you do the in-depth research. Then when you're listening what's going on in the market, there's another way to find gems and to find really good value projects is to see what are the new and up and coming projects, right? Because if you look at Solana was launched actually during the last bull run in 21. So we do know that a lot of projects, they want to gain the momentum of the bull run, so they launch within the bull run. And we're just at the beginning. So that means the next 6 months, 6 to 8, 12 months, there's going to be a lot of new projects launching. And one of the projects that has a lot of hype here is Ethereum. And you can see here what we have here. It is, again, GPU. It's a GPU cloud. So again, we have the same topic as with ChlorAI, which was the computing power, the GPU, access to GPU, rendering and everything in AI, right? This is a big topic and it's a big conversation in online, offline, in the media, like how are we going to find computing power for all these AIs and all this AI activity out there. So this is another way to, it's a GPU cloud. And what we're hearing, this is for gaming and AI, right? And this project is actually, so you got 200K users, you got game studios, you got 23 node locations. So these are people that are actually going to run the network. So these guys are already 200K users. So this project has not launched yet, but this is a very promising project, right? So depending on how they launch, what is the value when they launch, like what are you going to pay for it? This is a very promising project. So let's just look at when it's going to launch. So when we Google that, we can see that we've got the node sale. That was just, I was actually personally invited to that, but it's not something I invest in crypto, and that's my thing, and I help others do that as well. But I don't want to run machinery. But that's something that started actually here in March. The node sale. So these are people that participate in running the network. So you contribute your GPUs, your computers to it, and then you help run the network. This is part of the network. So that's been launched already. So what we need now is to actually see the launch date, and I can tell you maybe it is a little bit still early. Let's see, Ethereum, power, decentralized, and gaming through it. So there's a lot of stuff out here. It's got a lot of hype, which is good. It's got a lot of publicity, but we don't have a launch date yet. But so this is another way to find winning projects. Gems, get in early when they launch, right? So you personally need to now keep up with this. You can follow them on Twitter. You can, research them once a week. Just Google, is there any news on the launch date? Just keep up with it. And once this token launch, if you do your own research and if you find that it is a valuable project, then it's the time to get in the beginning, because if it's a really good project, you will see it rise from where it launches and then go really high, especially if it's in the bull run, right? So this is another way to find bargain cryptos and get in early and find gems, and how to do value investing in crypto. Another way would be to listen. What's going on in the space? What are people talking about? And here I have another project called Caspa. This is Caspa coin, so I'm invested in that as well. I bought it at 9 cents to begin with. It's now about 14 cents. And okay, so in this bull run, I'm not sure it's gonna reach more than a couple of dollars, maybe $2, $3, maybe $5. But for me, this is a long-term investment, right? So you might have your short-term investments. You buy the dip and then you sell at the middle or the top of the bull run. But you might also have projects that you really believe in. So this a little bit becomes more subjective. And of course, here we have to, again, be careful with our human emotions, right? Why do we like a project? Is it our idealism? But at least if we're honest about it, then we don't go blindly over the cliff, right? As the fool, right? But I think Caspa has a lot of publicity out there. There's a lot of talk in the crypto space, on Twitter, on YouTube. Caspa is a really promising project. Really, really what's going on here. You can see who the developer is. He is really, he's a professor. He studied at Harvard. He's been in the space since 13, so more than 10 years. Here you have some of the core developers, right? You can see the project here. You can go on there, who's doing the marketing. It will be interesting to go into who are the investors, etc. But these are things we can research and find out. And then really what I want to show you is this. What the hype is that Caspa, it's called the new Bitcoin. Here this article asks if it's the new Bitcoin or another copycat, right? So that's really the question. I mean, we really don't know. But if you look into the project, you kind of get an idea that the people that really believe in Bitcoin, right? There are a lot of people that just do Bitcoin. There are people that believe in Ethereum. And then there are people like me and a Coinvance, we trade everything crypto, everything is wrong. But still, as somebody that's been in the space for a long time, Bitcoin has a status. It has kind of a, it was the first one. It was the one, the first white paper, Nakamoto's paper. It changed the world, right? So some of us are a little bit idealistic about it. So if we have a project here that maybe seeks to be the new Bitcoin, that seeks to do maybe what some believe Bitcoin was meant to do, the decentralization and all these aspects of Bitcoin, what it was meant, the purpose was meant for, right? A lot of people that support Caspa, they believe that this is the project that could do that, right? So obviously, this might not work out. It might just be another attempt. It can do. But if you get in early on a project like this, let's say you get it at 9 cents, where I bought it, or if you get in at even now, 14 cents, 20 cents, even under $1. This is a project then that you can hold on to into the next bull run. So the next bull run is going to be in 2028 when we have the next halving, right? The next halving of Bitcoin. So in that bull run, I think a project like that could really take off. It could really join the top 20 of all crypto, right? And that means the market cap could go to, 5 billion or something like that. And this is a coin that could go to hundreds of dollars in the next bull run. So imagine if you're buying it at 9 cents, holding on to it, or let's say you're just buying it at 20 cents, or let's buy it at under $1, right? At $1 even, and it goes to $200, 200x in as little as 3 to 4 years, right? That's a good return. 200x return in 4 years is a great return, right? So this is another way to look for value, really look for bargain crypto and good projects that are starting out, that are early in. It's really about getting in early, understanding is what is the future, where is crypto going, and what are the trends, what are the narratives. Buy these early, get in. If you're a little bit late, don't buy the big coins, go lower down to smaller market caps, try some of these out and see if you can get some of the 20, 30, 40 X's down there. Or like this with Caspa, get in early, hold it till the next bull run, and then there you have the reward for your efforts, right? So this has been really a way to show you how to do value investing in crypto. And I've tried to go through screen by screen in order to show you how this actually works. This is just one example. Do your own research. Go on CoinGecko, start researching, start figuring out the trends, start looking at the different categories and find something you like yourself. Go on the website, see, do you like the project? Do you believe in the project? Is this a project that has real use case that you can use? Is it practical? Can it be used in the coming AI revolution, right? It's like, think about these things and then determine for yourself with your own research, is this a project I believe in? And then if yes, then you can get in and then you can invest. That's how you do value investing in crypto. So if you have questions and answers, if you want asset management help, questions from me, or help managing your assets, get in early on some of these projects, we're here at Coinvance. You can reach us through our website. There's a free consultation link in our YouTube profile. So hope to hear from you and have a nice day.